Hey guys, Zack here, and welcome back to another action figure review. And today we'll be taking a look at the Jurassic World Legacy Collection Dr. Sarah Harding and Stegosaurus pack. Again, some more Lost World based figures for the Legacy Collection, and I think that is, all the more welcomed. I love the Lost World, and it turned 25 years old today, so it makes sense why Mattel would be putting out stuff for the Lost World. So yeah, I just think that's really cool. Unfortunately, right now, it seems that they're taking a break from the Legacy Collection. The last two reveals were pretty much just, reveals based off, Jurassic World Dominion, which I don't think should be a part of the Legacy Collection. Not because I hate the movie, but, when I think of the Legacy Collection, I think of, figures based off the first movie, or the original trilogy, not Jurassic World, or Fallen Kingdom, or Dominion. So, yeah, but that's just me, and I'm not complaining because this set is still really cool, considering. So, yeah, I don't really have a whole lot else to say, so let's just get right into this. Really quick, I just want to say, I know I don't normally talk about the packaging of the figures I review, but I just want to say, I think it's really cool how the packaging here is based off of the RV from the Lost World. I think that's really cool. Maybe if they make another Lost World set, maybe they could do the back half of the RV. I don't know, but either way, still, this is really cool to see and a great attention to detail. Of course, to start this review, we'll take a look at the paint, and starting off with Sarah Harding here, we can see that the painting here is very nice. For the most part, everything here is painted very neatly. Unfortunately, her necklace, I don't know if you can see that, or not, there we go. It's not too clean, but everything else is painted pretty, pretty solidly. The colors are what you'd expect, because, it looks pretty identical, all of the greens and the red of her shirt and everything like that. The painting here looks nice, so yeah, Sarah Harding has some really nice paint apps here. Now we'll take a look at the baby Stegosaurus, and I know in the behind the scenes of the Lost World they called this thing Claire, but you know what? The less I think about the Jurassic World movies, the better. So the baby Stegosaurus is what I'm going to call this thing. But anyway, the painting here, it's not really accurate. In the movie, it was more of it wasn't this dark of a greenish color. It was more of it was very similar to the adult. It was a yellowish greenish color, but then it gradually got greener once you got to the top of the back. So yeah, the painting here isn't entirely accurate, but it still looks very nice. Everything here is painted pretty neatly. Unfortunately, the back of the dorsal plates here and the ones here, they're not painted, whereas these ones are, which is kind of a shame, but not the end of the world. Also, the lack of toenail paint is still a little disappointing. So, yeah. Um, I might be just spoiled with the Hammond collection, but I don't know. Regardless, the painting on this figure, it's not bad. It looks nice. Inaccurate, sure, but still, it doesn't look terrible. So, that's pretty much it for the baby Stegosaurus as far as paint goes. Now, we'll take a look at the adult, and the painting here, again, everything looks pretty neat, but it's not entirely accurate. Because, like I said with the baby Stego, in the movie, the body of the figure was mostly this greenish yellowish color, but then it gradually sort of became a darker shade of green as you went to the dorsal plates here. So again, this isn't entirely accurate, but again, I can see what they were going for. And to be fair, the painting here does not look bad at all. Everything here is very neat. There's no paint defects or anything like that. Again, it would have been nice if the toenails were painted, but again, I think I might have just been spoiled with the Hammond collection as far as paint quality goes, so yeah. But regardless, still, the painting here, not accurate, but it doesn't look terrible either, so the painting here looks good. One thing I forgot to point out is that Sarah Harding actually comes with a little camera here, which I think is pretty cool. The painting and sculpting, well, there's no painting. It's just a solid piece of plastic, but the sculpting and detailing here looks alright. And yeah, I don't really have a whole lot else to say. It's just a small little camera accessory for Sarah Harding to hold. So, yeah, there you go. Now that's pretty much it for the painting on this set. And overall, the painting here, it's not perfect. The Stegosaurs aren't entirely accurate, but they still look nice as far as paint goes. Everything is just very neat. and very just like, nothing sloppy is what I'm trying to say. And even Sarah Harding, the painting with her is very good too. Again, her necklace is a little sloppy, but very minor detail because the rest of the painting on her is very nice. So, yeah, overall the painting on this set, not bad. Not perfect, but not bad either. So, honestly, I'd say the painting here gets like, I'd say it gets a full pass. Now we'll take a look at the articulation, and I'm not really going to go into too much detail here because I've reviewed these Legacy Collection human figures before, so I don't really have a whole lot else to say other than just like ball joint at the base of the head here. The arms can move like so. Bend at the elbow, and you get the point. A little bit of a swivel here too. Waist swivel. She can kick forward this far and not really back that far. She can spread like so. There's a bend at the knee, and again, it acts as a swivel. So that's pretty much it for Sarah Harding's articulation. Now for the baby Stegosaurus, and again, not really a whole lot else to say. The legs can move forwards this much, and backwards that much. We have a swivel in the tail here, and again we have this really stupid DNA scan code thing. I don't get this at all. Granted, it is hidden very well on this figure, but still, the fact that it's here, I don't know, to me that's just kind of stupid. So, yeah, there you go. Now for the adult Stegosaurus, and very simple, just we have a joint at the head here. The legs can move forward this much, and backwards about that much. The limbs can spread outwards, like so. And again, we have this stupid DNA code thing. Again, it's hidden very well, but still, the fact that it's there is just really dumb. And we have a button here that if you press that, the tail can swing. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for the adult Stego. That's pretty much it for the articulation here, and the articulation here, honestly, it's not that bad. Sarah Harding has a decent amount of articulation, and again, so do the two Stegosaurus here, so, yeah. Like, it's not a whole lot, but for what it is, I think the articulation here is nice, so the articulation on this set, overall, I'd say it gets a pass. Now, we'll take a look at the sculpting, and for this part of the video, I want to take a look at both Sarah Harding and the baby Stegosaurus first, before I take a look at the adult, because I have something to say about the adult, but as far as these two go, I think the sculpting here looks great. I think the sculpting for Sarah Harding here captures the likeness of Julianne Moore very well, and the baby Stegosaurus looks really good too. It's not one-to-one to how it looked in the movie. For example, the plates are a different shape than how they were in the movie. That, and for some reason, they decided to give this figure very, wide cheeks, which looks a little weird, but overall, these two still look very nice, and they do look, for the most part, very accurate to what we see in The Lost World, so there's that. Now we get to the adult. And I don't think the sculpting here is bad per se. In fact, I think the sculpting here does look really nice, but it's just the design they went with. They decided to go with the Stegosaurus from Jurassic World, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I do not like the Jurassic World Stegosaurus whatsoever. I think they look ugly, and I think the Stegosaurus in The Lost World look much better. So it is a little disappointing that they didn't go with the Lost World Stegosaur as far as, the actual design goes, but maybe in the future they'll make a Hammond Collection Stegosaurus that actually is based off the one from The Lost World. Maybe. I'm crossing my fingers. That would be really nice, but still, I don't know. It's still just kind of I just don't like looking at it. I'm sorry. The sculpting, to credit where credit's due, it does look very accurate to the Jurassic World Stegosaurus, but this set isn't based off of Jurassic World. It's based off the Lost World Jurassic Park, so I just think that's a little disappointing, so yeah. So that's pretty much it for the sculpting on this set. And overall, the sculpting here is not bad. for the first time, I actually think I'm going to give this set like 2/3 of a pass, because two of the figures in this line, the baby Stegosaurus and Sarah Harding, I think look great. And then you get to the adult Stegosaurus, and like I said, it's based off the one from Jurassic World, and I do not like the Jurassic World Stegosaurus, so for me, it's a little disappointing, but the baby Stegosaurus and Sarah Harding still look great. So overall, I'd say the sculpting on this set gets like 2/3 of a pass. Now we'll take a look at the detailing, and the detailing on this set, like usual, Mattel does a great job with the detailing here, so let's take a closer look at that. So taking a look at Sarah's head here, we can see there's a lot of really nice face detailing here. And even her hair is detailed very nicely defined. Again, going to her torso here, again, just a lot of really nice detailing. The little buttons here in the pockets, again, just looks great. And I talked about this earlier, but the camera itself, too, is detailed pretty decently as well. And again, just a lot of really nice wrinkles and folds throughout her jacket here and her pants. And even her shoes here have a lot of really nice detailing as well. So, yeah, the detailing on Sarah looks really good. Now we'll take a look at the detailing on the baby Stegosaurus. And the detailing here, again, just look at the Sarah, looks really good. The detailing in the face here looks great. All of the wrinkles and creases in the skin here just looks great. And again, all of the scaling here just very nicely defined, and even the beak here looks very good. The side of the body, again, just looks really good. Just a lot of really nice musculature, and just like all the scaling here, everything here just looks very nicely defined. And again, the same with the dorsal plates here, just a lot of really nice detailing. And the legs too, just again, a lot of nice scaling and just a lot of really nice musculature here in the legs, and just overall it looks great. And even the tail itself is detailed very nicely as well, with some musculature on the underside, and just overall just a lot of great detailing here. So yeah, the detailing on the baby Stegosaurus looks great as well. And now for the adult Stegosaurus, and even though I'm really not a big fan of this design, I do think that the detailing on this figure does look very good. Going to the head here, we just have a lot of really nice musculature here in the neck and in like the face here, and all the scaling too throughout the figure looks great. Just a lot of really nice musculature like here in the limbs as well. Just a lot of great detailing overall. The side of the body, again, just looks really good. All the wrinkles on the underside and everything like that is detailed very nicely. And the dorsal plates here, again, just a lot of really nice detailing here. And now going to the tail here, again, just all the scaling and everything like that, just detailed very nicely. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the adult Stegosaurus. So that's pretty much it for the detailing on this set, and as a whole, the detailing here is very nice. All of the, scales and everything on the Stegosaurus look great, and all the detailing on Sarah's clothing, again, everything here is just detailed very nicely. Everything is just very nicely defined, and overall, the detailing here, it's just nice overall. So the detailing here definitely gets a pass. Now we'll do some size comparisons. Here we have the Kenner adult Stegosaurus from the Lost World. Here we have the Kenner Sarah Harding from the Lost World. And of course, here we have the baby Stegosaurus from the Lost World. As far as the two Sarah Hardings go and the baby Stegosaurus go, I think, I'll admit, I think Mattel has the nicer looking ones. But as far as adult Stegosaurus go, Kenner still has the best adult Stegosaurus, like, no question. So, yeah. Of course, here we have Dr. Billy Grant. Here we have some hand sanitizer. And here we have the Jazzwares 5-inch Classic Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic Origins might have been a bust, but you know what? Something that's pretty cool that just came out. Sonic Triple Trouble 16-bit. If you haven't played that, please check it out. It is phenomenal. So, yeah. So at the end of the day, should you get this set? Honestly, I'd say yes. I mean, yeah, it is a little disappointing how the adult Stegosaurus in this set is more based on the one from Jurassic World, and not the one from the Lost World, which, again, very disappointing, but who knows? Maybe this is just a placeholder for an upcoming Lost World Hammond Collection Stegosaurus. That would be very nice, Mattel. Please give that to us. I need that badly. But yeah, overall, I do think that this is a nice little set here. I think the Sarah Harding figure here looks great. And even the baby Stegosaurus here, again, the baby Stego looks really good here too. And overall, I do think that this is a nice set. As far as price tags go, you're looking at about like $40, which is honestly not that bad because, yeah, even though the adult Stegosaurus here is based off of the ugly Jurassic World one, like, you're still getting like an adult Stegosaurus, so I think like, that alone is pretty cool. And the two figures, the Sarah Harding and the baby Stegosaurus, again, they're really cool too. So overall, I do think that the $40 price tag is worth it. I guess maybe drop it down to like 35, but even then it's like paying $40 is not that big of a deal because overall this set is really nice and I still recommend it. So, yeah. Anyway, that is it for today. Have a great rest of your week and I will see you in the next video. Peace, Zack out.